Well, let's get this started. I know that we don't have a lot of time today, but we obviously, we work with, within Mortgage Machine, we work with a lot of companies that really help out the loan officers that are involved with Mortgage Machine coaching, and we try to push those. There's no gain for us, but we try to push those because it really does help them streamline their business. So one thing about Mortgage MAPP, it really blew us away in their capabilities, and so we just thought we had to have a quick interview with you guys. And Carol, a phenomenal loan officer who's also using Mortgage MAPP for her business, is on the call. And we're going to talk to her a little about with her experience with Mortgage MAPP and what that looks like. But getting started, guys, the biggest issue with loan officers really today is streamlining the activities and becoming proactive in their business instead of active in the business, right? So being a loan officer, we have multiple steps to keep our business fluid. There's, in some cases, hundreds of steps involved to close a loan, from initial conversation to close. And one of those steps is finding out how to streamline our communication for referral partners, to get our name out, to get applications in the door from referral partners and customers. So Cheryl, I want to talk about, first of all, your experience and kind of like what that traditional process looks like without using technology, of getting your name out there, getting contact details to referral partners, and even the 1003 out to customers and back in. So what does that traditional process look like for you, Cheryl?
The traditional process is much more complicated than before using Mortgage MAPP. So realtor has your business card. Hopefully they didn't lose it, drop it on the street, and they'll pass it off or give your phone number to someone. They're calling my office line, they're calling my cell phone. They hopefully can get me because who knows what I'm doing. If not, they get to Craig, my assistant. We hope it gets there. A lot of back and forth, and then we're taking phone applications, we're filling out phone applications, typing it in, and it can be quite time consuming. Right.
So, and that's great. I mean, that's exactly it. It's one of those things where 100% of loan officers watching this can relate. Like always having to send the same email out to get the new leads and the borrowers, or having your realtors reach out and ask you to send an app to so-and-so borrower. Right. It takes time and energy. And again, when it goes back to being proactive and reactive, Cheryl, it's completely reactive. It's not being proactive in your business. You can utilize that energy and time to garner new business, which you can't, right? So, we give our business cards out to realtors, and no fault to them. And like you said, they lose the card. Like, it's not their responsibility to hold onto the card at all times and give it to one of their customers.
Right. Or even if they do, then the customer loses the business card. So it could be the realtor has it, but gives it to the customer, and the customer doesn't get to me because they've lost it, but they remember NOIC, or then they're calling the main line. Do they get to me?
Exactly. Right. So so you don't have a direct number, messages can get lost along the way. And again, like, this goes back to making sure that customer has an elite experience from initial conversation to close. And that stops right there if you don't have a streamlined way to communicate your message out to your referral partners and customers, and a direct way to contact you when it needs to be done. So, and we think of this like as almost, a lot of loan officers think of this as like just some mundane tasks of doing business, right? That there's no real solution for it. They say to themselves, like, I need to find a better solution for streamlining my communications, but they don't take active in being proactive in finding those solutions. But that's when Mortgage MAPP comes into play. So that's what I want to talk about, Trevor, with you, really, is you guys developed Mortgage MAPP to kind of take a lot of those pain points out of the way. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. As our company got started, it kind of comes in line exactly what you guys are hitting on. A lot of the missed opportunities that the business card exchange presents. You hand it off, you're not really sure exactly where it goes from there. It's a very one-sided transaction. And in that process, if it's lost, individuals really might want to get in touch with the loan officer. They might just totally forget. that's a missed opportunity for the loan officer who's missing out on that potential sale. So that's really where Mortgage MAPP came in and how it was developed, in that we wanted to present that a tool that still aids that same process of exchanging contact information, but empowering the loan officer to really track that process. So what Mortgage MAPP is a personalized mobile app that we've branded to the loan officer, and is used like a digital business card, one that you can exchange with realtors, clients, prospects, anyone that might have a business opportunity associated with them. You can share this with them, but then track where it goes from there. Real-time notifications are sent as it's accessed, opened, and most importantly, shared. The contact info from that referral, from that share, is sent directly to the LO, and they are empowered to then engage with the individual and so forth. We brand it in a way to include all information relevant to the loan officer, their application, pre-qual letter. There's a couple mortgage calculators built into it. So it really provides a resource for not only the realtor to provide to the client, but the client to do business with the loan officer.
Trevor, that's great. You said a really interesting word there, and you said empowerment. And I love that word because it really does allow loan officers to take control of their business. So Cheryl, using Mortgage MAPP, you've been using Mortgage MAPP for how long? 12 months now? A little longer?
Mm-hmm.
So how has Mortgage MAPP kind of streamlined your communication efforts with your referral partners and customers?
Well, number one, I'm saving a lot of money on business cards. Because, and that's huge, though, actually. I mean, all they have to do is just push a button on their phone, and it'll share my information with their clients, but also amongst themselves. They're sharing my information, so that it's increasing my client base with other realtors, my referral partners, because they're like, here, they're not digging through their wallet or looking for my business card. They've got their phone. Today we all have our phones 24/7. It seems they just click the button and it shares with me. So if they have any notes, anything they want to tell me about the client or anything, I get all of that. It comes right to me. So even if the client doesn't follow up, I have all the client's information right there in front of me. Allows me to contact them, which is huge. I don't miss leads that way.
That's awesome. And again, it comes down to bringing it back and just being proactive in your business, Cheryl. I think it's a really smart, empowering way for you to take control of your business. Like you said, they're not calling the office. They're not calling multiple lines. They're going directly to you. They're communicating directly to you. Your referral partners are aware of this. Is this something that kind of even helps out an initial conversation from your meeting realtors? You give them the app saying, here's all you need to do, and pass it over to your customers. I'm assuming that helps out and kind of you as a loan officer.
Absolutely. Realtors want them to be pre-qualified before they even show houses typically. So they could be in a house or meeting with somebody, and it gives them a tool that makes them look more valuable to their clients as well. Look, I've got her on speed dial. She's right here. Here's her app. Just call her, and then it's up to me to make sure I follow up immediately, which I do. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, it gives them another notch in their belt to be of value to their clients, which is huge. They appreciate that greatly.
Yeah, I mean, again, everybody knows that their experience with their mortgage advisor and loan officer, and the mortgage experience is an extension of their business. Right. So if their extension of their business is bulky and going all over the place and not streamlined, then it looks bad on them and it looks bad on us. But if we can streamline that, they're passing out these tools that are available in the marketplace that help them and streamline their communication. It just looks good on them.
Right. It absolutely does. To say, look, I'm going to take care of you. I've got all these great listings. I'm a great realtor. I've got a lender for you. I've got it all together. This is going to be an easy process for you. They love it.
That's awesome. So Trevor, let's bring this back. I know that, again, we don't get any value out of promoting this. We promote valuable tools and technology, and we really promote Mortgage MAPP because it does save a lot of time and energy for the loan officers in their business that they can be pushing out and garnering new business, utilizing that time that's wasted on these kind of traditional methods. So utilizing Mortgage Map, Trevor, how do we get started with Mortgage Map and getting that our own profile in a mortgage setting?
Yeah, it's a super easy process. I would be the point of contact for setup, but it's very quick. We're pulling all the information relevant to the loan officer from their various outlets they have online, or any kind of preferred information that they'd like included. There's a template that we use. There's a back-end support system that's very user-friendly. And we're taking that information and inputting it into the back-end dashboard. We really want to consolidate everything that's relevant to that individual into the one area. And that way, like Carol said, when it's exchanged with Cheryl, when it's exchanged with business partners, referral partners, they're getting all the relevant information to the LO. And I think you guys have hit it on the head with the time saving aspect, where, you know, these real time notifications are not only letting them know when they're being referred, but it's also, you know, a couple weeks down the road, couple months down the road, they're going to be notified when someone is looking into that information again. You know, so they're able to stay on top of clients that, you know, might not have been readily available to sign and buy right then. And it provides more of a relationship aspect, a customer service aspect, where the loan officer can engage with someone that, you know, a few months down the road is now available to do business.
Yeah. Trevor, can you share, are you able to share what the app looks like on your computer? Do you have that pulled up?
Absolutely.
Just real quick, so we can just see what the visual of this looks like, so those watching can see what that looks like. Okay, so is this is my screen showing? Not yet. There should be like a share screen at the bottom of your green icon. Let's see.
That working?
There we go.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to start on the basic dashboard login. It has a good example of what the app looks like. So you can see it has a very similar business card aspect to it at the top. Basic contact info is included. But as we get into it more, it's going to include that relevant information, pre-qual letter, application, the mortgage calculators are included. So that way, when it's being shared, individuals getting everything that's relevant to the LO. Let me sign in here.
And how easy is it for you to share the app, Trevor? I mean, like when I'm sharing the app to my referral partners, how easy is that just to like pass it over?
Yeah, super easy. A couple clicks of a button. The share function's built into it. So it looks just like this, where simple contact information is needed, name and number. You're sending it off. Individuals getting a link to the app in a text message, and they're able to add it to their phone from that link. So very easy, straightforward process where they don't have to go through the App Store or be required of any kind of passwords to download.
I'd like to add to what we're saying. If you see there the note where it says note right there, to me, that is huge too. A lot of my realtors will type in notes to me, things they want me to know about this borrower, call them right away, or holding off. They're looking here. We want you to do this. They tell me what they want me to do. And I'm the only one that sees that. So the borrower, the client doesn't see it, but I can see it. So then I know how to follow with that client as I'm working with them.
That's awesome, Cheryl.
Yeah, it works really like a mini CRM almost, where you're storing the contacts info, any relevant information, and that way, like Cheryl's saying, you can go in and really use that to your advantage as you go into a conversation a little more knowledgeable about where the person is in the buying process. So that way, throughout the full duration of the close process, you know, you're really aiding them along the way. You have all this information, you're assisting them each step along the way.
Very cool. This is awesome. This is great. All right. So how do, if any of our viewers or listeners want to reach out, they just want to reach out to you, Trevor, are we doing any type of discount to Mortgage Machine users and listeners?
Yeah, we're going to apply our max corporate discount, which drops it to our $399 annual subscription rate, and that's including everything from the training, setup, and implementation, the back-end support, the app, the dashboard, and tracking are all included, obviously, as well.
Very cool. This is great. Well, cool. And then obviously they can do a free trial on this too if they want, right, Trevor?
Yep. We have a demo that we can run, lasts for 5 days, so it gives them basic experience with the app and some exposure to how it's used and what it would look like.
Fantastic. Trevor, thank you very much for jumping on the call and kind of showing us what Mortgage Map looks like. Cheryl, again, thank you very much for kind of sharing your experience with it. Like I said, this is just, we try to promote tools out there that are bringing value to your business. And we think Mortgage Map is one of those. And you guys continue to evolve the app, which is really cool. So again, Cheryl and Trevor, thank you guys both for being on the call today.
Yep, you're welcome.
All right.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate
Thanks.
the time.
Have a good day. Thanks, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye.